Hey, what's up, boys? Back with another episode. Just going to be doing the episode number 2 for these, this Racing Dynamics rear that I just got not too long ago. Got about a week ago from when I'm recording this video. As you see in this video, we're going to be installing it, but first we're going to be taking off the rear bumper and getting that sanded down and repainted with the new coat of Xeno paint, because I have Xeno paint on the front. I just got done redoing back here. And we're gonna be doing the rear next, so everything looks unified when I put everything together. So we're gonna be taking this bumper off and getting it ready to sand down, fix any imperfections, and then go ahead and paint. As far as taking the bumper apart, I was gonna do it. Let's see, today is Saturday. I was gonna do it, but on Thursday night, my uncle passed away from cancer. So we're dealing with that right now, so I'm just gonna be waiting a week or so because I want to drive the car to the funeral like I did for my grandma's funeral. I want to have the car there because he liked the car a lot, and on my birthday about a month ago, because his birthday's on May 21st, my birthday's on 26th, so we're 5 days apart on the birthday, and he asked me when he was at the birthday, he was like, why don't you ever drive the E30? I was like, well, it's literally thunderstorming, and I had the front end apart because I was doing the front end stuff, which is still apart right now, but yeah. So I want to go ahead and drive it to the funeral for him. So we're going to be doing that next week sometime. But it just happened a couple days ago. So rest in peace to my Uncle Ryan. And yeah, we're going to be doing this thing. I got to film the last part of the clip for the episode 1 with the history section. So I just wanted to film this one first because I wanted to just get it knocked out. But I'll flip you around so you can see the bumper. It's nothing too crazy. All right, so as you can see, the bumper is, I got it from a yard car years ago. I think it's Xeno. It looks really close. It might be the other single stage paint, but I'm pretty sure it's Xeno. But yeah, we're just going to be taking this off, sanding it down, and repainting it because, like I said, it's going to be getting repainted so it matches the bottom Racing Dynamics rear just fine. And we also have to move the exhaust over, but I won't do that until the thing is all set up and the bumper or the valance is on and fastened and everything like that. Then we'll go ahead and mess with the exhaust and make it centered in the actual hole for that, because obviously it's just with the way the exhaust is on cutouts on this or whatever. You know what? Let's see. The bad part about this rear end is battery box rock, which is going to be getting fixed. Just not going to be getting fixed right now. I'll get fixed when the body work's done. It's got a dent back here. There's like a dent right there, so I'll be finally glad to get a new rear valance that doesn't look like straight garbage in this car. So after the funeral and everything's all done, we're gonna go ahead and do that next week sometime, or the end of next week, probably like the weekend. Come over because I have to pop the bumper off and the bumper shocks are being annoying, so I'll have to come over, jack the car up, put it on jack stands, take the bumper shock bolts off from the inside, and just take the whole bumper shock and bumper off together. And then, like I said, sand it down, repaint it, repaint the trim with this trim paint over here that we did in episode 1 or episode 3 of the FIBA. So it's over there somewhere, but yeah, repainting the trims with the black satin, so sand them down and repaint them. But yeah, just a quick little overview of the car. Like I said, I gotta put the front back together so I can at least drive the car to the funeral and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunate news, and we were there the night that happened because he was at his daughter's house, which is my cousin. So we were just over there because he wasn't doing really well, just like my grandma wasn't when she passed, and they kind of went out the same way. So we were just over there for about 2 hours, and then he ended up passing. So really sad. He was only 46. So yeah, fuck cancer as always. Too many people die from cancer. Cancer's fucking bullshit, but it's not what this video is obviously about, but I just want to throw some of the personal life in there like I always do in these videos. Helps you connect with the people you're watching. So yeah, garbage ass seat. So yeah, the end of next week we'll start taking this apart, so I'll see you next week and get this apart, and I'm gonna film this other part for episode 1 for the history. And yeah, see you guys in the next clip. Alright boys, so a little update. As you can see, the E30 has no rear bumper on it currently. We just got done taking that off, so I'm going to show you that here in a second. But kind of a pain because, like I said, these bolts that go into the actual bumper shocks are shot. Or they're not shot, they're rusted, so I don't have any stuff with me to break it loose, so I just had to spend about freaking 45 minutes to get these bolts out. Especially on that side because I didn't want to drop the exhaust, but obviously this is what she looks like with no bumper on it. We're just gonna go over the bumper. I'm probably not gonna film too much of this like I did for the front episodes, but I will have to adjust my exhaust. That's one thing I will have to do. So once we get the valance mounted and everything, then we'll go ahead and do that. But like I said, when it comes to the valance, it's over there for the mounting points. Like I said, it just mounts up underneath and then grabs onto this little ledge. Then that holds the back part, and then you fasten it, like I said, on that inner part. But like I said, I got this from a yard car years and years ago. I'm also going to clean up all this stuff back here and kind of clean up the paint underneath. But yeah, we're just going to go over the bumper. Sorry, I just realized my mic was the other way, so the audio should be better now. But I'm going to pop this trim off real quick, but I just want to kind of go over some close-ups of the bumper. Let's see, why is she not focusing? Just a bunch of scratches everywhere. There's I don't know what this is. Like, somebody tried to put clear coat on it and it cracked right there, maybe from like an impact or something. So I'm gonna sand all that out, obviously. I mean, I'm gonna sand the whole bumper, but just like random touch-up spots, and right here and right here and right here. And the bumper's just not in great condition, like paint-wise. Like, obviously it's not cracked or anything, but then there's paint missing right here as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these side trims off, repaint those, of course, and then yeah, start working on getting this bumper sanded. I'm probably gonna take it home and sand it this time, so I can just go ahead and do it on some actual sawhorses and have an actual sander, so I'm not doing it by hand. I'm also going to readjust one of these clips because I think this one's a little bit lower on this side. Also got the wheels back on, but I'll probably adjust that so I can fix it because it's a little bit too low. It needs to be raised up. So but yeah, front's over there all ready to go. Let's go ahead and get taking this apart. The bottom half's pretty good paint wise, but we're just going to sand the entire thing down with like 220 and then go up to 400, and then we're going to go ahead and hit it with some primer. I'll probably use filler primer in this one just to fill any imperfections, because I still have like basically a 3/4 of a can over here, or like almost a full can for the filler primer, even though I really do like the sandable primer because it comes out really smooth after you sand it, like the front Valance did. But I think we might just do the filler on this. I still have to order some more paint, so I'll do that tonight. And then yeah, hopefully I'm supposed to be meeting up with Angel next weekend, so she can go ahead and do the paint work on these pieces, this one. So I'll have to get the Racing Dynamics also stripped, so I'll be taking that home here this week sometime, and also strip that out, get all the paint off of that so it's ready for her, primer it, and do all that good stuff. Same thing, I'm probably going to use the sandable primer on the rear, or I might use the filler primer. No, I think I'll just use the sandable. It's in pretty good condition. There's really not anything wrong with it. I'm going to go ahead and pop these trims off and probably get those sanded up today and maybe paint, like I said. So on to the next clip. As you can see, got all the imperfections taken out and everything sanded, of course. I just went over it with 220 grit. Got all that cracking that was there, like the whatever that was. Sorry, I got the wrong lens on, but got all that cracking out of there, all that crap gone. All the random, like, I don't know, whatever they were trying to do over the years, like do the touch-ups and stuff, got all those all taken out, all the imperfections here. So just gonna go ahead and wipe it down with some alcohol and take it over to storage, and we're gonna start painting her, or primering her tonight. I ordered the paint, so I think I have enough paint to do the bottom half of the bumper, so I might do that, or I might just wait until I get the other can, but I think I should be good to go ahead and do the bottom half of it and not worry about it, and get everything all done like that, so should be good to go. So came out pretty decent. Like I said, it just had some imperfections, so that's why I decided to use the actual sander instead of using it by hand, because the front bumper really wasn't bad at all. I just basically scuffed up the paint to get the other paint to stick and primer. So, but yeah, that's what she looks like. I know there's no mic on the camera, but she should be good enough. But like I said, the worst part was right here on this little curve, which was right there. But yeah, all that's taken care of, so we'll go ahead and wipe her down with some rubbing alcohol or whatever, and then go over and paint her tonight. And then after it's all painted, I'll let it dry for tomorrow, and then I'll go ahead and wet sand the primer so we can get ready for paint. And I might do the bottom half of the paint. I'll just have to see how much I have. Plus I have a couple more spots right here on this bottom I have to get. I just couldn't get it with the thing facing the opposite way, like these little spots right in there. Just from when people are prying off the trim or whatever, just kind of made some indentations. So yeah, I'll take care of those real quick. And then like I said, we'll go ahead and primer her. So I'll do some B-roll when I'm primering, and then we can get the Valance dropped off here soon as well from or for Angel to do, and then we should be all good to go. Put everything back together. But we're also going to do the trim as well, so I probably won't film that process. I'll just show you what it looks like when it gets done. I've already sanded one piece, but I have to sand the rest of them. So yeah, next clip. Alright guys, so just a little update. As you see, we finally got the pieces painted for each separate episode, so I'm just going to put the same clip in both episodes just so I don't have to film two different clips, because it's no point, honestly. So yeah, here's the Racing Dynamics one painted. I'm going to go ahead and block it and wet sand it and everything sometime this week. The color is basically the same, but the sheen isn't the same, plus the paint's a little faded right now on the E30, so I might go ahead and do a cut and polish on the paint itself, just to kind of bring it back a little bit more when I put these on. But I'm gonna come back next or this upcoming like Wednesday or Thursday, do the cut and buff to get some of the clear leveled out and everything like that. And here's the FIBA over next to the drum kit. It looks super red on camera, honestly. It's just the lighting or whatever. Or the white balance. It's a little bit better, I guess. But yeah, we have the front FIBA. Came out pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna be going on as well. I'm gonna do the same thing on the flat spots. Go ahead and do the cut and buff on it. And like I said, I'll probably be taking the E30 and kind of buff and clear buff and polish the paint, just so it kind of matches a little bit better. But yeah, shout out to Angel for doing both of them. She did a really good job on them. Didn't charge me that much money for them, honestly, for what it's worth to get them painted. The front has a little bit of imperfections, but you don't even notice them unless you're really staring hard and you know where to look. But yeah, just wanted to throw this little this clip right here for both of them. So as far as the rear, I might do some coverage on doing the install because it's kind of hard, but the front's pretty simple and straightforward. So, but yeah, I guess on to the next clip in each respective video. Alright boys, so as you see from the video, the last part of the video, obviously we got it all wet sanded and polished up. So we went from 1,000 down to what was it, 1,000 to 2,000, and then we did the process. But just want to kind of give you some tips that I've just went through trying to put this on. But like I said, my 2 bolts for my actual shock mount, since I can't get the shock mount bolts out, and I don't think you could take those bolts out and then put the bumper back on and put the bolts back in. But man, it's like freaking raining super hard outside. Anyways, like I said, I put it on. Basically, I had to drop my exhaust so it didn't catch on the valance, because those little clips that are on the top half right here are definitely annoying to get in. The 2 end ones are pretty easy because they're more laxed. But since it gets all support in the center with that flange, because I did have to modify the flange on both sides because it was hitting the shock bracket on the back of the bumpers, like right here. So I'm gonna try to get you underneath the car. But I basically just got a rubber mallet and a 2x4. And let me, man, it's raining like crazy. I just got the sides clamped right now, obviously. Let's see if we can get down here. All right, so now you can't see, but basically that flange up underneath there, it's at an angle. So when you try to put it on, like the bumper is like outwards. So I took that block, and I'm gonna get under here for you guys. I'm not sure if you could see up in there, but obviously this is the original stock valance, and then above it is the other part of the valance. Basically, I just took that block. Let me get my block. Took my block with the hammer and put it up underneath there. It's hitting right now, but put it right there on the flange and then hit it so it goes up and over the cusp onto the bumper itself. And now it's sitting flat. So I have to tighten my bumper shock bolts back up, which is going to be kind of annoying because the valance is there now, but it's flexible enough to get in there. But yeah, so when it comes to doing this, if you're going to be doing this valance yourself, that is a little thing that you're gonna probably use. So I just use like a block of wood, any kind of block of wood, or like a 2x2 or anything like that, and then just tapped it up in there. And then I'm gonna hit over here on this side some more because it's sticking out a little bit. That was probably just because the exhaust, which I'm not gonna be able to do much with the exhaust. This one has the big cutout, so I'm only gonna be able to like put it around there because the actual part of the exhaust hits this inside of the fender here. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we got all the clips in there. and they're all tight. So I'm gonna lift my bumper back up and put it back together. Let's go ahead and do some glamour shots, and we'll see what it looks like after she's on the ground and on the car and outside, obviously. So but yeah, like I said, there are the two different variants. One has the bigger hole like mine does, one has a smaller hole. So yeah, let's get these bolts tied back up, and then we can do some glamour shots, and then it'll be end of this video. Like I said, I do have the caps. This is one that got painted. This is mine, so I don't know if the paint is going to match the greatest, but we'll see when we get it out in the sun. It looks okay in here, I guess. Alright guys, so that is the end of the episode with the RD Valance, or RD, I guess rear apron is what you call it, but I know it's kind of a long video. Just got done shooting with the gimbal. I swear I'm super out of shape when it comes to the gimbal, but yeah, just got done shooting the video, so I'm just going to shoot the outro right here before I take the car back in, because it's going to be getting dark here in about 45 minutes. But as far as like the process, like I said, if you just do those little quick tips, then it definitely helps you out when it comes to installing it. I just had like a block of wood, like I said, and a hammer, and I just knocked that flange up in there, and it worked out pretty well. So other than that, the install is pretty straightforward. Like I said, I did cut my tabs on a couple of them because I didn't feel like dealing with that super tight fit on those brackets or whatever, like I said. But yeah, just got done shooting the feeble one as well, so this is gonna be after that. I just filmed them in the same spot. I filmed the rear over here, and then back there I filmed the other front part. If you guys like the video, give it a like. If you guys have any questions, I can let you know. But yeah, also I want to announce that since these probably gonna be like the last two videos for a minute, I am doing a Halloween E30 special, so basically based on the E30, and I just kind of wanted to do something different because I wanted to shoot a short film. So since it's based on the E30 channel, I will be shooting a short film on the basically based around the E30 for like a horror type of movie or whatever, because I did start a camera channel where I went to kind of explore doing like short films, and obviously just doing more photography. I just did a POV walk around video, but shooting some reveal photos for the front and rear that I posted on Instagram. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put a card right here. But if you guys do want to check out my other channel that's based around camera stuff and the GH5 and Micro Four Thirds and all stuff like that, if you guys want to check that out, I will be doing a making of or behind the scenes video for when I do this entire short film. It's probably gonna be between like 10 and 15 minutes, I guess. And yeah, I just wanted to explore. I was gonna do it a couple years ago, didn't have time to do it, so I have some friends to help out now, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it. I think I got a pretty good idea for like the video concept or whatever. My friends seem to be happy with it, so should be pretty cool. But I'm gonna stop walking around like an idiot, and yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Peace. Also check the first one if you guys want to know some RD history. But yeah, thanks for watching.